sideshow.
Emily, did you like it?
What?
Patty and Emily, thoughts and comedy from Broadway super fans. From Broadway super fans.
It's the most wonderful musical that's ever been a musical. You know, no big deal.
It's really good.
It's so good. But my hope and dream is that the people who are like sideshow purists, cultists, whatever, from the original production are able to appreciate what is different and beautiful and why this version is incredible. And like, here's the thing, guys, like, you don't have to choose. You don't have to fucking choose. You can love original sideshow. Listen, I listened to the original cast recording today. I listened to it. And I will continue to listen to that original cast recording, and I will continue to love the original production and the original actors and all that shit. But I will say that this sideshow is the sideshow that sideshow was always meant to be. Sideshow is perfect. That's all you need to know.
I guess I wouldn't say it's perfect, but I can't sit here and think of things I would change.
Well, perfect is a stupid word.
I know.
I use the word perfect with the understanding that nothing is perfect.
Yeah.
It's so different. It really is. Like, the creative teams, like, we tore it apart and we put it back together again. That's really what they did. And like, if you were looking at like a plot point synopsis, you'd be like, they're the same. But because of the changes they've made, the entire show is completely different, because the motivations, I think all the character motivations are completely different, and like the why everyone's doing what they're doing and what they're feeling is different. It's all about the feeling. I think when they sing I Will Never Leave You, now it is 100 times more impactful when they were singing it the way the show was originally written. I did not see it live, so I can't, you know.
Yeah.
But this is like vocal performance aside, because I really think that like the vocal performance of Alice and Emily is like, it's beautiful and it will always be on that cast recording, so forget about it when you see this production.
Yeah.
Because this is not a fair comparison. You can't compare a cast recording to a live performance.
Well, yeah, that's 100% true, unless it's a live cast recording.
But it's still
not the same.
It really, it
must be something with Harry Houdini, because I think Ragtime's the best show.
Whoa. I love the costumes.
Yes.
I love the choreography a lot.
The choreography was really good. It's not something that I would like, for whatever reason, because of the type of show that it is. It doesn't jump out. Even though there's very choreographed numbers and vaudeville numbers, and they're great. There's like a surprise tap dance, which I'm always a huge fan of, which was great. But initially, that's not my first reaction to this show.
I just got the twins choreography, I think, is so phenomenal. And the way they move together is just, it's fucking spot the fuck on. Whenever it is when Daisy's trying to flirt, she's trying to flirt with Terry, and he says something, he's like, knock it off, Daisy, and she just starts walking towards him, dragging Violet along, where she takes like 2 steps forward, and Violet's like, beautiful.
Well, see, it was similar to in
the
Leave Me Alone,
where she's like
storms off.
Right, where she's like trying to storm off. The choreography that is so great, because you really feel it, really fucking looks and feels like Erin is like, wait for me. It looks fucking gorgeous. And that moment when she takes 2 steps towards Terry, and like the whole audience was like, or the moment when Terry kisses Daisy finally, when he's like, I love you and I want you to chop your sister off and be with me, and the way that Erin was sort of like, oh, something's happening. Like, she was a little startled by that. That was the first time that had happened. What?
I feel bad for him.
For Terry?
He's terrible.
Sure.
But he also, I don't think he didn't love her. Right. And it's hard to be that better person in that situation.
Yeah.
It's a fucked up situation.
Right. I love Terry because we get to see private conversation.
Yeah.
If we didn't have private conversation, I think Terry would be a villain. And he's not a villain, because you really see that like life is complicated and people's lives are complicated, and he's not vicious and he's not trying to hurt her. He truly loves her, but he doesn't know how to love her with her sister. Because that is like an impossible situation that none of us could possibly imagine, although I've thought about it a lot and I think I could do it.
But You're in a different situation.
I am a lesbian.
Yeah. You're in a different situation.
I would love both of them. It's weird.
It's still weird.
Really weird.
Yeah.
But listen, you can't put our values about how loving relationships should work on their situation, because
But that's
they're outside
also
the confines of our
absolutely true.
society.
Violet is like, I'll marry Buddy and I'll be married while I'm a conjoined twin, but can't marry Jake because A, she doesn't love him like that, which is fine, but also like,
You're black.
I can't handle what they'll say.
Right.
But you can handle what they'll say about you being married. I guess.
I think that, it's complicated.
Yeah.
And it is tough, and I think she's confused.
Yeah.
And I also think that she is, like, extremely naive, and when Jake is like, I love you, she's like, what?
Well,
and
yeah,
you see
because when
that
Buddy
Daisy...
says that, she's like, stop making fun of me.
Right. She really doesn't believe that she really, truly does not have does not believe whatsoever that anyone could love her. The moment that I love so much when Jake is like, when he starts talking, when he's like, I gotta talk to you, oh my god, I gotta talk to you. And if you watch Emily, she's like,
Emily.
Yeah. She knows it's about to happen. She knows, and like, Violet spends like in the very beginning of the song, before he says like, you should be loved in the way that I love you, like before he says that, she's like, what's that? He's talking and he's saying, okay. Yeah. Like, she really has no fucking idea until he says that. And the whole time, Daisy is just like, oh shit, here it comes, girl.
I know. And she's also sort of, as much as she can, trying to remove herself from that. She's like very private and personal conversation.
Well, this is why they are the most brilliant actresses in the world. Because you watch Emily in that scene and she's like, knows what's happening and is like, I'm gonna do my hypnosis thing that Harry Houdini taught me. I'm gonna let her have her moment. But at the same time, she's like, why the fuck does everyone love Violet and nobody loves me?
Yeah.
That is happening on her face as well. Because Emily Padgett's a great fucking actress. Because she does, like, she's cued out for a long time and then she starts cueing back in, being like, oh my god. Like, she's so jealous.
Yeah.
But is also...
Don't worry, you'll both die alone. But together.
I think that Erin Davie is an angel who was gifted to us from actor heaven, if that's a thing. Like, there's a place where all the good actors come from, and she came from there. Emily, too. I think they both came from there.
They were both great.
They were both... I don't have words. You see shows and you see performers that you're like, oh my god, they were amazing, so-and-so was great, and they were so good. And we see great performances from great performers all the time, but I do think it is rare and doesn't quite happen very often that somebody so fully embodies a character that they fucking are them, and you are watching Daisy and Violet, and who the fuck are Erin and Emily, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
I think that is a performance that they are giving. Like, I think they've truly, like, I don't know what the words are, you know?
Yeah.
Like, they truly are those characters on stage. That's how in it they are. Because I've seen the show multiple times, and I watch them during all the scenes when they're doing their background work, and like, we also, we talk about background work a lot, then we appreciate good background work, and there is like, your favorite actors doing an incredible performance, and then there is like this special other place that is so above and beyond a good performance that it doesn't have words. I'm so excited, I can't talk. I'm so happy. I feel like this is my life fulfillment, is seeing this show on Broadway. Like, I'm done.
Just call it a day.
Call it a day.
No more shows.
There's nothing else that could be as good as this.
Matthew Hydzik.
Fantastic.
He was a really good buddy.
He was great. I loved him. I thought it's a difficult little slip of a character because he's walking a fine line, and the line that he's walking is quite different from, what most people are used to from the original story and everything. And yeah, I thought he was great. I think he was very sweet and earnest. And you really, when he proposes to Violet, like, you believe that he really thinks he's doing the right thing.
Absolutely, because what his reasoning is that he doesn't want to see Violet unhappy anymore, and this will make her happy.
Right.
It's not the right reason.
No.
But it's not a bad reason.
Yeah.
I'm tearing up again. Damn it, Sideshow.
The thing that is so devastating about that final scene that Daisy calls out is when he says, when they're like, we're staying together or something like that, and Todd Browning is like, blah blah blah, you're unique, like I want you exactly, don't separate, I want you exactly as you are, you're unique. And Terry is like, that's ridiculous, we're cutting them apart, and she's like, that's exactly what you told us when you met us, and it is exactly word for word what he said to them at the beginning of the show. And now he's like, never mind, cut her off.
Well, again, slightly unfair. Not unfair, but that's true. But it's also because he was interested in them as performers. And as a producer, he was unique. Or they were unique. And they are.
Right.
But,
But now, and before he was scheming and seeing them as a money pit.
Yeah. It's almost better that he wants to. I mean, it's not, but...
Right. But now he, like, views them as people. He views them as human beings instead of, you know... not human beings, the way we dehumanize, you know, performers and stuff like that, that he is seeing them as real people, and also I think he wants Daisy to be happy, and he wants to be happy, but he can't imagine a possibility of being happy with her and Violet also.
Everybody's just so sad at the end.
Except for me. I'm so happy it happened. Robert Joy. What a joy it was to have you on stage.
Oh.
I'm sorry, that was terrible, but he's amazing.
No, he was really great.
Great. What a great part. Great part for him. Fantastic. Just spot on. That character is so specific.
So specific, and then his... I don't want to call it a redemption, but his...
Groveling?
Yeah, I guess. In the end... sort of lends him a bit more humanity.
Ryan Silverman.
Dreamboat. What a dreamboat. Tall, dark, and handsome.
With that voice.
Yeah.
He's great. I think Terry is a difficult character because, like, you know, we've been saying, he has to be sympathetic.
Yeah.
And I love Private Conversation so much because we get to see that side of him, but it's a really hard, he's not a villain, but he's not the romantic, you know, but he is the romantic lead, but it's complicated. It's complicated,
and I think he and the script itself do a great job of giving him the charm and the smoothness of, like, a producer that he would need to have, but also... you know, making him sympathetic even before you get to the part where he's in love with Daisy, because yes, he's a businessman and he sees money in these girls, but he also does legitimately want to take them out of that, help them get out of that terrible situation.
At the end of Private Conversation, when Buddy comes out and starts singing 1 + 1 = 3, and he is watching Buddy sing that, like the third time I saw it, I watched only him at the beginning of that, and he's watching him, and it's so... oh my god, his acting in that scene is fantastic because there's so many layers of what's going on with Terry in that moment and how he views Buddy, and he knows that Buddy is gay, and he knows that Buddy knows that he knows that Buddy's gay.
You don't know that we know that they know we know.
Right, but and he's watching him, but a part of him is being like, did he figure it out? Is he doing the right thing? Should I be doing what he's doing? Like, did he find happiness? Like, is he really happy? And he's like trying to get all this, and then you see the other side of Terry, the producer side of Terry being like, wait, this is great, like, bring the camera guy in there, and that's how the rest of the scene sort of like comes in or whatever. But gut-wrenching. Ryan Silverman. David St. Louis.
He was really good. He was great. Whisper.
Jake just, listen, everyone, hearts, all of it.
I know.
But him especially, when he's like, Jake, I'm finally getting married. And he's like, congratulations. Oh. Devastating.
He was really good. I wish he had more to do.
Me too. Me too.
I don't know if Jake's role was bigger. I guess from the cast recording, I thought it was. No, it was about the same. I think so. Norm Lewis.
I think I would have liked more Jake in the first act too. I would like more Jake.
More Jake.
More Jake. That's all.
He's great. He made me cry, real tears.
Oh god. Everyone in this show broke my heart. Everyone.
Go see it.
Broadway Superfans.
Sideshow. Give me my fucking heart back, you assholes. Don't. It's yours. You can have it.